Hello everyone, this is just a quick explanation video of what I'm doing. So as the title suggests, I'm trying to walk from the entire length of Ireland for to raise funds for the Irish Cancer Society. So basically I'm trying to walk from Malin, which is the most northern point in Ireland in County Donegal, to the most southern point in Ireland, which is Mizenhead in County Cork. So the journey could take me about over 20 plus days. My goal is basically to raise €1,000 for the Irish Cancer Society, a cause that's close to home for me, so I thought it was very fitting. I also wanted to give myself a challenge. You know, I've never kind of done anything incredibly big, and you know, just a year ago this idea came into my head. It's like, oh, why don't you walk the length of Ireland? And I was like, okay, that's incredibly dumb, but it's just dumb enough that I'm like, you know what, that's got to be something you got to do. Because it originally started off a few years ago. I was telling a friend, I was like, you know what? I was bored. I had nothing better to do at the time. I was like, you know what? I'm going to walk from Middleton to Cork. And he's like, you're stupid, boy. You're stupid. And I was like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And like, I was hyping myself up. I was like, no, I said I did it. So I got to do it now. So yeah, it ended up me just walking to Cork, and all my friends would like go home and they'd tell their parents like, oh, do you know Chris walked to Cork? And they're like, well, what's wrong with him? Whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make that worse, right? And you've probably seen the first video, walking from Youghal to Cork, which is like double the distance I did last time. And I'm like, oh my God, like that's even worse. But I was like, you know what? I can make it even worse after that. And I was like, you know what? Let's just do the whole island. We might as well. Also with the other training videos and stuff I've been doing, like they're all well and good to walk like 30 kilometers, whatever, and then like, you know, come home and then have your legs and feet completely banjacks for the next couple of days because you're just going to, you know, try again next week or something like that, you know, like you've plenty of time to recover. But it's another thing then trying to do like 25, 30 kilometers a day consecutively on top of each other, and to keep it going. So like it's completely different, but it's going to be certainly a challenge. The plan basically for the start is to take it slow, because I cannot stress this enough, but your feet are going to make or break any walk that you want to do. If you're thinking of doing something like this yourself, you gotta look after your feet. Like I was too hot coming out the door. I was like, oh sure, I'll just walk off the pin, it'll be fine. Like, but no, if you get a certain type of pain, like any bit of like nerve damage, or like, you know, you get pins and needles, or you feel numbness, or you get like this, your swelling doesn't go down after like you wake up in the morning, you'll have to go to the doctor for that. You might be able to like do proper walking for like months afterwards. So you got to be really, really careful. And I really had to put my ego aside and be like, no, I actually have to take this slow because it could completely ruin the trip. I might be going pretty slow. I remember I originally said that I was going to aim for 30 kilometers a day. I'm hitting just below that at the moment, but I'm trying to build up to it, because if I go too fast out the door, I'll get completely effed over and I mightn't ever finish this for like a good while. So I'm rather start slow than to, you know, not finish at all. Yeah, this is technically a solo walk. I'm doing it all by myself. However, it is supported. I'm supported by my two fantastic parents. Shout out to mom and dad. They're off to the pub at the moment, but escorting me or following me along in the camper van, and I'm sleeping in the tent beside them pretty much for my nights. But no, they're going to stay with me now for at least half of the way, because just especially at the start when it's very kind of touch and go if you're going to be able to kind of keep going if you're not managing your foot care and stuff properly. So they're going to be supporting me for most of it and potentially all of it, but I'm going to try and do a few segments by myself for a few days. This walk also might have to be taken in stages, because you do have to take rest days, number one, and number two, I have my life to live as well. You know, I've things going on. I might take a day or two break, maybe go back down to Cork, sort out a few things, but then I'm back up again. It doesn't mean that it's not necessarily cheating, or so I'm told, but it is being realistic, because, you know, people have stuff going on in their lives. But apart from it being like, you know, a personal challenge, something that I wanted to do, you know, a bit of exploration, a bit of adventure, whatever, it is about, you know, raising money for a good cause at the end of the day. So if you can, please donate genuinely. And like, I would love to have all that money go straight into my pocket, pop down straight to the casino and bet it all on black. But unfortunately for me, every single proceed goes to the Irish Cancer Society, so I don't see a single drop of that. So you're not giving money to me, you're giving money to help people battle cancer. So please donate. And for those of you who have already, thank you so much. Genuinely, like it's absolutely fantastic. Like we're not even out the gate, and we already are like 3/10 of the way there. So like this is absolutely fantastic. But so many of you who have donated just left it like anonymously. You didn't like give a name, give anything, like even just like a hint at who you are, just so I can say thank you, because like genuinely it genuinely made like my entire week when I saw that, like, oh my god, people are actually donating, which is absolutely fantastic. And to anyone who might be donating in the future, thank you so much. Also with the donations, like give me a question, give me a suggestion, give me anything. And like also like in like the comments or anything like that, like give me suggestions for something to do, because like it is walking at the end of the day. There's not much to do. Like I do try to like, you know, show a few interesting stuff that goes about, but like nothing much is going on. Like ask me what you want to hear. Like if you want me to, you know, I don't do some ratings or something like that, or any question. No question is out of bounds within reason. But you know, anything. Keep yourselves occupied, and you know, make it so that it's like, you know, part of what you want to see too. You know, it's not all about what I want to put out onto the platform. So, but at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, it's a bit of fun, raising money, and you know, hopefully we can keep stuff like this going in the future. Links to the Just Giving page are in the description below. They're also on the channel website. You can also find links for it on my Instagram page and TikTok. Not on TikTok too much, but I do have regular updates. I do have full videos on YouTube, and I have all my regular updates on Instagram, like day by day, breaking it down. So if you'd like to, you know, keep up with the progress or whatever, please do. And like, send me a message, give me questions. Like, you know, I'll be more than happy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So, you know, please like, subscribe, comment, share if you want. I'm not going to force anyone, you better pick. And let's see how we get on.